gave the authority for the Portuguese and King Alfonso V to come into West Africa and take whatever they wanted from those who didn't believe what they believed. And that was what started to open the door.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, all praise is due, warned us to investigate everything we do. Investigate anybody that we talk to, especially if they're white. My black brothers and sisters, stop going into these white-owned establishments, spending our hard-earned money when we don't know who is in charge of these companies. Someone who could have influence in your life. Before you go and spend your money, investigate them. Look into their business practices. Go to the Better Business Bureau website. You don't never know who you supporting. I see so many of our church family go into church at 11 o'clock every Sunday morning. 97% of those people, they will leave that church grounds. They go to the very first store or restaurant they see to eat. You could be leaving that church, praising Jesus, and going and empowering the devil. Someone who have inherited their business from their forefathers, the original clansmen of this world. My family, my friends, my loved ones, my associates, and my wicked enemies in high, wicked, unknown places. Also, I want to shout out all those hustlers who get off their ass every morning and put their work in to take care of their seeds, to take care of their business as a man was constructed by the creators to do. We are the go-getters. We are the ones that get off of our ass and go out and find treasures to secure our lives and our families. My brothers and sisters, I'm going to make this short. I finally got confirmation from the universe who the actual arch enemy / devil / Lucifer is. And it is among us. And I have the evidence to prove it. According to the King James Version of the Bible, it says, in the beginning, that the creation had an arch enemy in the heavens that wanted to be better than him, better than it, better than the creation, more craftier than the creation, and wanted to do the opposite of what the creation agenda was. Okay, now let's bring this thing out of the heavens and bring it down to earth. Who is the only race of humans that walks this earth that does everything opposite than what the Bible instructs us to do? Let's start with thou shalt not kill. Who are the ones doing the most killing in this part of the earth? The white polices, the white man, the Ku Klux Klan. They have done more killings in these hills of North America than any other race of people in the earth. It says, thou shalt not steal. This white man have stole everything that he have gained, even our land. They stole it. It says, thou shalt not commit adultery. This white man runs around on his wife every day, having all different types of relationships all over the country, all over the world. They go all over there in these secret islands and have all these different sexual parties with these exotic women. We have been led all of our lives by this arch enemy of the creation. This race of people have took all of the creative theories. They have taken everything that the creation created, and they are trying to model it as their creation. And they have taken you as their creation. It goes back when they made slaves. Slaves was not created. They was made. They made their slaves through violence, through torture, through manipulation of this Bible. This is how they made their slaves. After all, they are a made human race also. Created by Yaku, Big Head. Do your research, my people. Learn who the devil is. Learn who your real enemy is. And if you, in this day, time, and age, are still following this King James Version of the Bible, look yourself in the mirror and say, have I been tricked by the arch enemy himself? Everything that they have given you in this Bible, they have flipped it opposite than what the Bible intended for us to know. My brothers and sisters, stay strong. Work on trying to relieve yourself of eating these dead animals. They had us in this big old cage called the South. Georgia, Florida, Alabama, South Carolina, Mississippi, Texas, Louisiana. This was a cage for black people. And once they got you in this cage, they had full control over your body, mind, and soul. We had no other choice but to eat like the dogs, like the cows. We had to eat scraps. We had to eat leftovers. Something nowadays you will go out and feed to your dog after you and your family have gotten through eating the highest part of everything, and y'all give the dog the stuff that y'all didn't want to eat. We had no other choice. But in this day and age, 2025, we are all up on our feet, supposedly. Or we act like we are on our feet, or we want to think that we are on our feet. But if you're still reading that Bible, you're not on your feet yet. You're not fully awakened yet. What excuse we have now for walking around with a King James Version of the Bible in our hand when all of this information have been brought to you? This information is open, wide open. The record is open. Everybody knows James Stewart, a.k.a. King James, was a pedophile. It's in records, my people. Please look up the records. Stop just believing in your faith and start doing research on what you have been giving. A lot of us have read these Bibles and went to these churches all these years and have not researched what is behind this symbol, what is behind that symbol, what is behind why we do it this way. Why do we do it that way? No one has questioned it. And I go back to the slavery days. Our ancestors didn't have no rights to question anything that was done to them. We was property of these people. There was laws written telling us we had to be in slavery. That was a law. Just like y'all have laws now. Y'all run around here and interpret these laws to these polices. The law back in those days, we was their property. We wasn't allowed to read or write. That was a law. Now today, I'm begging all of my people within the sound of my voice, stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop going for that okie doke. Get that crocosite off your head. Come out of whatever has been deposited in you. So the creative light that still is burning inside of your body is waiting on you to come out of this King James Version of the Bible that has been deposited in you. You have to get this out of your system, out of your psyche, out of your mind, out of your state of mind. My brothers and sisters who are still reading this King James Version of a Bible, you are only confirming to these no good people who deposited this Bible into you, you are giving them confirmation that they did the right thing to you not to me. I did a story a while back about this Bible and selling your soul to Satan. And I made a statement, it's been a year or two ago, and it came in fruition a couple of weeks ago with this Pastor Floyd. You can take what you done learned in this pulpit and what has been deposited in you in this King James Version of a Bible, and you can go and segregate your own family, trying to go home and run your house according to what this Bible deposited down into your soul from this King James Version of a Bible. You go home and treat your kids according to what this Bible said, something a white man, white printers, white companies only, no black people was involved in none of this making of this King James Bible. It was authorized by a white man. It was okayed by all these principalities all over there in England. It is a fact that this Bible was authorized by a white European man who goes by the name of James Stewart, a.k.a. King James. Name is written on the King James Version of a Bible. Now, we know that this white man did not put any black, Asians, Indians, Latinos, was none of these mixtures of people involved in the printing of this Bible. Just like any other book, you have an editor, you have a printer, you have all these different entities that goes into publishing a book. Well, there's no difference with this Bible. The same methodology that goes into writing a book, it went into writing this Bible, with the exception of anybody other than white people. And the words that they got from this Bible, we don't know where those words come from. They just tell us to have faith in them, that they got it right. And if you still have faith, if you still running around saying, I got faith, you only got faith in the ones who wrote the Bible. Your faith do not go beyond those who wrote this Bible. Beyond that, you don't know, because you are only going on what was written and given to you by these white Europeans. Ask yourself this. If it was anybody black who had wrote that Bible and authorized that Bible, and there would have been a black author on that Bible, white people will do nothing to honor any authority of a black person over their lives. You got to remember, they think that they are descended out of heaven. They think that their God is white. So why would they take up anything that someone black has anything to do with? They don't even want to work in a business if a black entity owns that business and own that company and have authorization over that company. My brothers and sisters, wake up or stay asleep. Assalamu alaikum.